Hi, I'm Bartek from Secfense, and I have some questions from you regarding your edge security. Let's dive in. Secfense Ghost makes infrastructure invisible. Is it just a fancy way of saying you're using a hidden URL or a non-standard port? It's much deeper than security by obscurity. Obscurity is just hiding the key under the doormat, and Ghost is different. It hides the door along with the lock and the entire house. It works at the network layer. If you try to scan a system protected by Ghost, you don't get the login denied message or some weird port. You get a timeout. Your packets are dropped at the firewall level before a connection is even established. We aren't just hiding the door. We're essentially removing the path to the house for anyone who hasn't been pre-authorized. It's a dynamic, identity-based firewall rule. From a user perspective, this sounds like an extra step. In an age where we want frictionless login, aren't you just making life harder for employees? Fair point, and we don't pretend otherwise. There is one extra step. You log in through an access portal first. But it's a light, simple login. No software to install, works on any device and any browser. One clean step, and then you're in. We've seen massive breaches lately, involving VPN vulnerabilities like Ivanti or Fortinet. How specifically does Ghost help if the vulnerability is in the gateway itself? This is the core of why we build Ghost. Most zero-day exploits require the attacker to be able to talk to the vulnerable service to send the exploit payload. If your Fortinet or Cisco VPN is protected by Ghost, the attacker can't even see that the service exists. They can't send an exploit to a target they can't find. Ghost creates a buffer zone. It buys your IT team days, weeks, or even months to patch the system because the vulnerable surface is no longer exposed to the public internet. You've effectively shrunk your attack surface to zero for anyone outside your authorized pool. If you're sitting between the user and the firewall, acting as a broker, doesn't that create a bottleneck? What happens to latency? Or if the Ghost service goes down? Ghost is not in the data path. It's an orchestrator. Ghost communicates with your existing firewalls via API to update the rules. When the traffic is opened, you end up with an open line to the service of your choice. Ghost is no part of this communication at all. Even if Ghost goes offline during your already established session, the last state is remembered, allowing you to continue your work. Most enterprises have a mess of legacy systems and new cloud apps. Do I have to rewrite my code or change my network architecture to use this? Absolutely not. That's the Secfense approach. Layer security on top of what you already have, without replacing it. Ghost works exactly the same way as our user access security broker. No rip and replace. Just plug it in. Ghost talks to your edge device, not your infrastructure. So it doesn't matter whether you protect state-of-the-art data center or legacy servers. You can deploy it in hours, not months. We're giving companies a way to modernize their security posture, moving towards a true zero trust, without the revolution in your existing systems. At the end of the day, the goal of cybersecurity is not to build a more complex maze for attackers. It's to stop being their target in the first place. For 25 years, we've played a reactive game, waiting for the next CVE, waiting for the next zero-day, and rushing to patch before the exploits bots find us. Secfense Ghost represents a fundamental shift in that strategy. It's about moving from a state of constant, exhausting defense to a state of network invisibility. I'm Bartek from Secfense. Let's stop defending your attack surface and let's start removing it. Stay secure, stay invisible, and thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.